Sports Talk on the Friday night edition. I'm Dr. Jerry Green, and we are live on the WJRG television network, part of the KMI, and also the show being produced by my good friend Big Don from Big Don Production. What's up, Brother Don?
Everything's good. Everything's good. Just waiting on to see which way Kendall gonna go tonight. What's his new team?
Yeah, you started already. Also, we got Brother Larry all the way in Frederick, Maryland. What's up, Larry? How you doing?
Doing great.
All right. Every moment moving, this brother is around, Brother Kendall Tyson.
Yeah, Don, every moment moves, and I'm probably going to have to move to a new team because Philadelphia and Kansas City ain't doing it. I am going to reclaim my name as the international bandwagon jumper at WJRG.
All right, we got two legends. We got the first one, Bruce Austin. What's up, legend?
Everything's beautiful, brother.
All right, and our sports legend, man, Anthony McLean. What's up, my brother?
Doing good. Doing good.
Okay, we're going to start the show, but let me just say publicly, we send our condolences to the family of L.A. Bachelor. He was a good friend of yours, Anthony, and I knew him from radio back on WIBC and WNAC. Also, Bruce, he said you dated his sister for years, man. And Anthony, give us a little brief thing about L.A. before we go on.
Well, yeah, LA basically started off similar to me. I was a caller for a show on WYBC years ago called The Line on Sports. And I joined through that. And eventually within about a year or so, he was a caller. And then he also joined the show as well. And, we worked at YBC, we worked in NHC, we worked in different parts of the country, mainly in North Carolina, covering HBCU sports, pro sports, college sports, and we were, it was a, like I said, he was like he was a brother to me, more like a brother with another mother, and he definitely will be missed. Again, you don't want someone passing away to make you put perspective in life, but no, especially now with the holidays and everything like that, it just puts into perspective that you want to appreciate every day out of life. And like I said, he'll be missed by a lot of folks.
Well, the sad thing with me as well, the year 2025, man. I mean, we done lost some people that I knew personally, and co-workers or former co-workers, and it's been a rough year, man. And I'm like, wow, what's going on? People that's close to me or I know. Like that, man. But we're good. Bruce, you want to say something? Because I'm gonna get started in a few.
Yeah, I want to send the condolences out to the family. I knew him when he was really young, back in the 80s, man, and he's a good man, tight family. I just want to send my condolences out to the family.
All right, brother Larry, it's on you, man. Let's do our thing. I know you got some football topics for me, man. Let's do our thing.
Yes, first of all, I want to start with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay played very good game on offense, but the defense went to sleep. The big thing is they lost New Orleans now to Atlanta. Everybody thought that they had a good chance of beating somebody in the playoffs. Now it looks like that's not going to happen. They gave up 175 yards to one running back. I mean, that's ridiculous. They was up by 2 touchdowns and blew it. And now they on a big losing skid. We don't know if it's gonna stop, and their defense is not stopping nobody right now. So, Donald, give me your perspective on that.
Well, this is not the time to stop peaking, that's for sure. I mean, and I'm going to say the defense cost them that game, because anytime you up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and if you got a decent defense to hold up for you, then with like 1 minute left to go, they were still up, and then let them boys come down and kick the field goal. To me, I'm going to give the quarterback there, Baker Mayfield, I'm going to give him his due. I think he played a pretty good game. I think the offense played pretty good, and there's no way you should let a team like Arizona with only 4 wins, and you got 7 wins, come beat you like that and embarrass you on a Thursday night.
Go ahead, Kendall.
19 turnovers. Here's the deal. Atlanta won a game in the fourth quarter, scoring 14 15 unanswered points to win by 1 with 19 turnovers. That had to be one of the that was just a terrible game for Tampa Bay and I would say a statement game for Atlanta for two teams that are probably going nowhere. I think Tampa Bay is going to have to close this thing out. Now, Tampa Bay still has an opportunity to win their division if they beat Carolina twice. So there it is. I don't know if they have it in them to beat Carolina twice, but like I said, it was a raggedy game for Tampa Bay.
It's a lot of turnovers.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, Carolina, you said they got to play Carolina?
Twice, and they can still make the playoffs and win their division.
Yeah, Carolina playing pretty good, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't count them out now. And seems like Carolina rising and Tampa Bay is fading a little bit.
Yeah.
So they don't, the favorite is going towards Carolina on this one.
That's making Anthony happy.
Well, I think what's surprising with that this is the healthiest that Tampa's been in months. Mike Evans came back. They had their running back come back as well. So offensively wise, they were doing it. But yeah, the defense just for whatever reason they went into I guess they went into a little bit of a prevent when they were up by 2. And once you do that, it's hard to get back. And this time of the year now, when you're playing teams that literally and figuratively have nothing to lose, those are the most dangerous ones. You would have thought that this would have been somewhat of a cakewalk, but you give Atlanta credit for making the comeback, but still, that's a game that Tampa should have had that game done third quarter.
Now, can I just say, now you guys kind of agree with me again. The league is kind of balanced this year out of all the years because any team can beat any team the way it looks like. Okay, I haven't seen no team, maybe besides the Patriots, that they got the great record, that looks pretty awesome. But Buffalo, Baltimore, all these teams can be beat. Even the Chiefs that might not even make the playoffs. So can we say that the league right now is no team that
no clear favorite?
Huh?
No, there's no clear favorite.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. No clear favorite, and no team you got to fear. Or no Pat Mahomes you got to fear. You know what I'm saying?
Even with New England at 11-2, they still not considered, the favorite.
Right.
I think we can agree with you now, Jerry.
Okay.
It's pretty clear.
Yeah.
From week to week, at the beginning of the year, I had the Carolina Panthers all the way down to the bottom. And look at them now, making me look bad.
Because what, Anthony?
No, I thought the Carolina was a year away. I'm happily surprised that they're on the top spot with 4 games to go. So
okay, let me ask this question. I asked Larry this question earlier, so I'll go around the table. Donald, who you got coming out of the AFC?
No. Tough one right now. Come back to me. Let me think on a minute. Go around and come back.
Who you got coming out of the AFC, Kendall?
I can't say Kansas City, but to me, it looks like the New England Patriots. I mean, it looks like it today. If you ask me today, I'm going to say New England Patriots if they get past Buffalo. But New England Patriots for me.
Who you got, Bruce? Come out of AFC.
Yeah, I got to go with New England too.
Because
of their record? I mean, they got the best record, and it's not even close.
Okay, what about you, Anthony?
I guess out of default, you got to go with the Patriots, because they've been the most consistent, at least. Jacksonville's had their little ups and downs. I don't know, you can't trust the Steelers at all. I don't think. And even as Denver's got a great defense, their offense is still somewhat up and down. So yeah, I guess you got to give the Patriots their due, at least for now, because I think everybody here is already saying the Colts are done now that I mean, when you gotta wake up Phillip Rivers off of his comfy couch just to get into the playoffs, something's wrong. Something's
Go ahead,
wrong.
Larry.
I'm gonna tell you from experience. What's the name? Patriots look good on paper, but they just like Cleveland, you know. Playoff time, different game. Playoff time, different game. Buffalo has the experience and they got a killer instinct. Patriots run defense. Their run defense is not that good. What they're gonna do? They're gonna pound them. They're gonna run the screen game. They're gonna pound them some more. Then they're gonna hit them with a big one. Hey,
I'm trying to figure out how
Bills
in
is
the
gonna
world.
take the Patriots down.
I'm going to go with Larry on that. I came up with my decision. I'm with you, Larry. We're going to take them Patriots down.
How in the world? How in the world can he compare the Patriots with Cleveland?
I'm talking about Cleveland Cavaliers when they had that big record last year in basketball, and it was round ready.
All right. You
And the
had me messed
playoffs
up.
come, and they just disappear.
Oh, all right. I'm with you. I'm with you now. I thought you were talking about the football.
Cleveland Browns, no.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah,
I got to agree with Larry too. And the reason why, Bruce, I got to agree with Larry because this got to be the Buffalo Bills year. If Pat Mahomes is not there, okay, and Jackson's not there from Baltimore, all right, this is your time.
Yeah.
All right, Josh Allen, to show what you can do on the big stage and get it done for Buffalo. If you don't do it this year, next year's not promised either. Get it done while you can get it done because I just think that the Buffalo Bills can do it and it got to be their year. They can't let this year slip by them. No matter how good
I look at New England. I look at New England and compare them to the Rams because they got pretty good team and they got a great coach.
Okay.
And that make a difference when you're talking lack of experience. They got a great coach up there in New England.
Okay.
And they're not 11-2 because they don't have no experience. You know what I mean? So I like them. I like them for the front runner. But this game coming up Sunday gonna be huge.
The coach for New England has never won anything as a coach. And you saying all this experience he has? He got fired from his last. He got fired from his last job. Okay, they brought him back to the Patriots. They got together a good team. Okay, but with experience, Buffalo and their quarterback, I'll take Josh Allen over the other quarterback any day when it comes to playoffs under pressure.
Yeah, that's good. But see, the coach he won Super Bowls with New England. So he got the experience. He know what to tell them boys. That's what a good coach do. Put them on the right track with his experience.
It's totally different. Totally different.
No, it's not totally different. If you got a good team and a bad coach, you still ain't going nowhere.
I see some great players try to be coaches, and it didn't work.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be players. They're supposed to be listen, Magic Johnson was one of the best point guards ever, but he wasn't a good coach.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Grable proved already by being 11-2 that he's a great coach.
1 year. 1 year.
That's all it takes.
Only a year.
Most
He's been coaching for about 5-6 years.
He haven't been coaching New England. See,
all right,
look where New England was last year with the coach that got fired. Most coaches that take over a new team like that, they take 2 to 3 years.
Sunday gonna tell a story. Now, if you get blown out Sunday at home, you're gonna say he ain't a great coach.
I was just gonna say we're gonna compare this to basketball. Let's bring up Patrick Ewing when he thought he was gonna win it.
All right.
Right, Bruce?
No, but Pat, that's a different story.
We want to compare to basketball. Let's bring up Patrick Ewing when he had his chance and he blew it.
No, he didn't blow it. John Stocks blew it.
And Akeem Olajuwon tipped that ball.
Riley blew it.
Akeem Olajuwon justified his status as being the #1 overall pick in a draft in which Jordan with #3, Sam Bowie with #2. No one questioned that, even though Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan. Portland had this guy named Clyde Drexler out there. So, they said, okay, Houston, we will take Akeem Olajuwon, so Portland took Sam Bowie. The 2 years that Michael Jordan was gone, the #1 overall pick that year over Michael Jordan won that NBA championship. We can say Patrick lost it. We can say we can say Shaquille O'Neal lost it, but I look at it differently. Akeem Olajuwon won that. John Starks was shooting and shooting and shooting, but at the end of that game, Akeem Olajuwon went out there and smacked that ball. That 7-footer was sitting out there, 7 foot. It was 17, 20 feet away from that basket and tipped that shot to win that championships. I don't think John Starks blew it. I think Akeem Olajuwon won it.
Yeah, but see, I always said Patrick Ewing had no business way out there in the corner for Olajuwon to be out there to be able to block or stock shot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. If he was down low, Akeem Olajuwon doesn't make that play. You're right.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So then it's Patrick Ewing's fault. That's what I started with.
Yes, you're right.
Anytime Pat Riley let a man go 2 for 19, can't blame it on Pat.
No.
But Bruce, but think about what Kendall just said now too. Now, Olajuwon was at his peak. He was in his prime. Okay, just like Michael Jordan, they came in the league the same year. Yeah. Both of them was in their prime. And
I'm not taking nothing away. But the only reason Olajuwon and Sam Bowie went 1 and 2 because centers was the main drawback then. Right. It wasn't guards. Right. If they was in this era, Michael Jordan would have went first. Back then, every team favored centers. That's why Olajuwon and Sam Bowie went 1 and 2. That's the only reason, because they favored centers back then, and Olajuwon was the top center in the country with Houston. Yeah. And Bowie was with Kentucky.
Yeah. With Mel Turner.
That's why they went 1 and 2.
Remember the year before they drafted Sampson #1 overall as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But see, in other words, what Kendall's trying to say, don't disrespect Olajuwon by
no, you can't take nothing from Olajuwon.
Not John Starks. I don't want to give him his due because he actually swept Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
Right, with Shaq and Penny Hardaway. Swept them.
I'm not taking nothing away from Olajuwon at all. I mean, he's a bad man. His resume count for itself.
And to be honest with you, but this would be another argument that we're not going to have today. And they think they're going to beat the Bulls too back then because they said Michael Jordan even said he glad he never had to play against that big monster. They had no answer for Olajuwon.
But it don't matter. It don't matter what they said. A lot of them thought they could beat him, but they didn't.
Beat who?
Beat Jordan.
Didn't beat Michael.
Isaiah Thomas beat him.
Yeah, but how many more beat him?
Bird beat him.
He got 6 in a row. How many of them beat him?
He got 6 in a row, but he got his 6.
He got 6 in a row. He didn't lose nothing in between them. We're not counting the year he came back halfway through the season.
Elijah got 2 boosts. Give him his due.
He never. Yeah, but I'm saying Jordan never lost a finals. That means everybody was. They got the Karl Malones, the Patrick Ewings, all them boys, the Reggie Millers. They was trying to beat Jordan.
How many did Karl Malone win?
Ain't none of them win nothing.
No, how many did Charles Barkley win?
None. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
The point I'm trying to say, the guys that Michael beat, there wasn't Bird or Isaiah, there wasn't Magic in them. There was
you're talking different era.
That's a whole
different. Talking different era.
Let Larry finish us. We can have another discussion on that.
Yeah, we got to come back. We got to come back.
You're talking different era. See, when Jordan came in, you can't mention Bird and all them.
Guys like Reggie Miller, the guys that Michael beat, Patrick Ewing.
None of them got nothing. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's my point. So you can't compare them guys because Michael didn't beat Larry Bird in his prime or Isaiah.
What I'm telling you is you said that Olajuwon wanted to win. I'm saying a lot of them wanted to beat Mike, but they couldn't beat Mike. That's all I'm saying.
Well, he didn't play against Mike, so we don't.
Yeah, know. But that was Olajuwon's fault though. If he'd have been there when Mike was ready to play.
I agree. I agree with that.
At the time.
His fault.
That was Olajuwon's fault.
Listen,
Why didn't he get his team to the playoffs?
I'm only going by what he said. He said that.
Got a 95 by Shaq and them when he tried to come back.
I agree. I agree with everything y'all saying.
That's not
You're trying to prove
Elijah.
something to me. I'm agreeing with everything you're saying.
Michael came back with 17 games
Only,
left.
only
And
thing,
he thought he could win a championship. Now, that wasn't Elijah's fault, and he got knocked out by Shaq.
Hey, Michael
who blaming anything on Elijah?
left. Come on, man. That was Elijah's fault.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what y'all saying.
Michael
What
ego
y'all
thought
arguing
he could come back and win, Don. That was his ego.
Hey,
Why he
Bruce.
waited 17 games then?
I'm Bruce. Elijah won when Michael left. As long as Michael was there, Elijah couldn't even make it. So
They didn't play against each other, Don. I can see if they played against each other.
If they didn't play against each other, because Elijah couldn't make it to the finals. That's
But
what
he
I'm
did make it to the finals. He made it 2 years in a row. That's his fault. Michael wasn't there.
He couldn't make it when Michael was playing. He had to wait on Michael to leave.
Down the West Coast,
To
on the
win.
East Coast, down the West Coast and the East Coast.
That don't
Nothing to do
matter.
with Michael.
What matters is you making Elijah to be so bad. They got 2 championships, but he couldn't do it when Michael was playing.
Well, I can see we talking about Pat. They never played against each other, though, Don.
That's because Elijah couldn't make
Oh,
it.
Elijah got there twice. Michael wasn't there. You can't blame
Michael
him.
was off playing baseball.
So what? That's not his fault. That's not his fault either. You make it sound like you're gonna blame him because Michael went to play baseball.
I'm blaming Elijah for saying that he could beat him when all those years before and all the years after. 3 years he had to beat him. 3 years after he couldn't even make it there. So I'm not
done. That's why I said a lot of them wanted to beat him or thought they could beat him but didn't.
Right.
That's why I first said that. Because he said Elijah thought that he could have beat Jordan.
We go to this all night, man. We're going to let Larry go.
Bruce, if you check the records with Houston and the Bulls, see how Houston compared to the Bulls back then, though. You
can only compare the finals.
Well, they didn't meet in the finals. That's what y'all
you can't compare it.
And that's our whole point. They didn't make it.
But I'm saying to you, Bruce, if you look at both of them when they played against each other during that time,
that don't mean a thing. That don't mean a thing.
Okay, don't mean a thing. Okay, don't mean a thing.
No. Because Michael did 3-3. What was Elijah at when Michael was doing all that?
If your team and my team played against each other and we played 9 times, and I'm talking about just 9 times regular, and you beat me 5 out of 4, that means you won 5 out of the 9 games. It meant something.
We talk about the playoffs. I give you a perfect example.
What?
Dak Prescott owned the NFC East, but he never did nothing against them in the playoffs.
Yeah, Prescott owned the NFC East. Dak Prescott.
Yeah. He got the best. You look it up. He got the best record in the NFL East out of everybody that they played. But he never did nothing in the playoffs.
But Elijah did win 2 championships. You can't compare that to Dak. Dak never won. He did. That
ain't what the argument is. That's not what the argument is. You're talking about what he would have did if he'd have got
the championship. We don't know.
That's what we saying.
Hey, fellas, we better get back.
We
better get back to football, man.
Let's move on, because you're taking me all the way around the block. And there's a stop sign there every time.
We'll come back to this one day. We have to pick a day to do this one. I want to hear what every moment move got to say about this, too.
My hair growing again, man.
Last time we looked at the Philadelphia Eagles, they got beat, but I went back and did some study on the Eagles and what could be wrong. One of the best defensive players has been out. Carter's been out. The offensive line, Lane Johnson's missing. They got another offensive lineman hurting. I think Philadelphia will turn the corner. In the next 4 games, they will turn the corner and be ready for the playoffs. I think the running game is going to come back. And I think Philadelphia is going to be in contention in the NFC Championship, without a doubt. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl quarterback. I think if they get the pieces back, they'll be okay going to the playoffs. Anthony, your thoughts?
I wish I could know which team is going to show up, because even when these guys were healthy, they were still having their ups and downs. I will agree with you on this point. I think they need to reestablish the running game again, and it has to be both Barkley and Hurts. Going into the year that teams said we're not going to let Barkley beat us, but the biggest thing this year is that Hurts isn't running the ball as much, and that's why their offense has become so predictable to me. If they're going to key on a receiver, they should key more on Smith than Brown, because Brown's good, but he's more of a possession type guy. You need that vertical guy. You need that vertical receiver, and I think Smith is more conducive for that. Defensive wise, it's almost like what you saw last night with Tampa. When they get a lead, they almost just sort of try to like sit on the games. But there's just been a real inconsistency with them. I think they'll still get into the playoffs. They probably will still eke out the division, but I'm not confident in how far they could go. I could very easily see them go 1-out this year.
Okay, Bruce.
Yeah, I agree with what Ab said. I think it's more locker room than anything else, and this where you got to have a real leader in there. This where it should have been where Hurts stood up to be a leader to keep these guys together. I think they got too much divide in the locker room. Like I said Tuesday, they went out of their way to make A.J. Brown happy. And when they were spreading the ball around to everybody, they was winning. When they bowed down to A.J. Brown and give him 18 looks, that's bad. Everybody else mad now. You know what I mean? But, and you can see it because they're not winning. When they were spreading the ball around, they was winning. Now they focusing more on A.J. Brown and they losing. You know what I mean? So I think the divide is too large now for them to get pretty deep in the playoffs. But I still agree they had the talent to do it. It's not impossible to do. They got the talent. They just got to do it.
Okay, Kendall.
Yeah, you're kind of exactly right. When A.J. Brown was complaining about that sort of stuff, not only was he complaining, that dude was sitting on the sideline reading novels. I mean, he didn't seem like he was a team player. When they were winning, they were a balanced team. Jalen Hurts was out of that pocket, and you didn't know what you had to do. You had a two-headed monster with Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. Then you had A.J. Brown. You had a solid team all the way around. I think what they're trying to do with Jalen Hurts is make him a pocket quarterback. I think they worry about him getting hurt. I think the same thing happened with Lamar Jackson. Well, you got to dance with the date you brought to the prom. These players are not pocket quarterbacks. What makes them so effective is that Lamar Jackson, what did he pass for? 4,000 yards last year and ran for 900 yards? I mean, no one's ever done that ever in the history of the NFL. Yet you're going to say, okay, and he had Derrick Henry in the backfield. That made it dangerous. How could you stop the run? Pretty much, Lamar Jackson has the ball. He's rolling out. You got Derrick Henry in the backfield. Now what? Defenses have to play you honest because they don't know what's going to happen. But now with Lamar Jackson sitting in the pocket, handing it off, with Jalen Hurts sitting in the pocket, handing it off, hey, he ain't running. So you know what we can do? We can key on Saquon Barkley. Oh, don't worry about A.J. Brown. Let him get a whole bunch of passes. He ain't going to the end zone. He's going to go down. He's going to run out of bounds. And that's what they're doing. They're predictable. They're not spreading the offense. That is definitely not the team that went to the Super Bowl the last 2 years.
Go ahead, Don, because I want to comment on that too, man.
Well, I like what Kendall said. You got to dance with the date that you brought to the prom. I like that. Because if you try to dance with anybody else, you're going to be in trouble. And
Right.
That's what Philly seemed to be in trouble. I don't see them turning this around now. I was going with them all year like Kendall, and I had them up front. I mean, sure, everybody know they got the talent, but whatever's going on in that locker room, Bruce, is too much out of control.
I think so.
And I think right now, Hurts ain't the man to just jump up and take over and turn things around. If the coach ain't done it by now, I think we like them. We like to see them go. We know they got the talent to go, but I think in the playoffs they're gonna get knocked out.
That's the way I see it.
I mean, everybody's spoken because I want to add to that. I think Philly got the same problem that Baltimore have, the Chiefs have, Detroit Lions have. Those teams, other teams just got better. They're good, and they come after them. You're the champs. Everybody gonna come after you, and these teams are a lot better than what they were last year. So I mean, we could say the locker room what we want, but Detroit Lions is the same way. The Buffalo Bills the same way. The Baltimore Ravens the same way. These teams that we expected to be a certain way in Philly and the Chiefs, they're all in the same boat. They're all in the same boat. These other teams are like the Panthers and them are just got better, and they got their number. They could beat them. They figured them out, and they could beat them. I don't think there's no locker room drama. It might be some, but I just think the league is a lot better, and these teams that we thought that we gave them a free pass is not happening. Because even Detroit Lions, they shouldn't be in the position they are. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they shouldn't be where they're at. The Buffalo Bills shouldn't be struggling. Neither Philly or the Chiefs. Might even make the playoffs. Come on. No,
Yeah, we agree with that. We agree with that, but sometimes you can watch a game and see the difference. You know what I mean? And like Kendall was saying, when you take the man and make him a pocket quarterback, you can see the difference from where they played previous. That's the difference in what we're saying. You know what I mean? We agree that everybody getting better. But when you can look at a team playing and see the difference in where they played previously, it's a difference there.
Like a Philly lost 3 in a row, right? They lost 3 straight, right? Am I right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
All right, they lost 3 straight games. Now, if we had a locker room issue after game 1 or 2, we'd get that straight. I mean, we'd a chance.
Yeah, but they need a leader. They need a leader.
Yeah,
they don't have no leader.
They had a leader last year. Hurts was the leader.
No, he was never a leader. He was never a leader.
But Pat Mahomes a leader?
When I'm talking leader, I'm talking about guys that's in them guys' face on the sideline, like Baker Mayfield and them boys. Yeah. Jalen Hurts never been a leader. Only leader he's a quarterback. Yeah. But he's not a vocal leader. When you got the divide in the lot, that's why a lot of teams, they hire veteran players when they out of their playing range because they need that voice in the locker room to keep guys together. That's the kind of leader Philly need. Okay, if you watch Philly games, every time the offense is on the sideline, Jalen Hurts is sitting back all by himself, just waiting to get back in, not talking to the players. But when you watch Tampa Bay, all while the offense on the side, make Baker Mayfield all up and down that sideline, talking to his offensive line, his receivers, everybody. That's what leaders do.
What about Dak? Is Dak a leader? Like
sure he is. Dak do the same thing. Sure he do.
I've seen Dak sitting there with the monitor in his hand.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, every quarterback once the play is over, you got to check out and see what the defense was doing. That's why he got the monitor. He reading the defense, so when he get back in, you know, he'll know what to look out for.
No, he should be. But if you watch Dak, he should be doing like Mayfield, like you said.
Yeah, but if you watch Dak, most of the time, he go and he patting his players on the back, giving them encouragement. Dak do that a lot now.
Okay, I'm not saying Dak not a leader. I'm just asking you because he's
definitely a great leader. If you ask the guys on this team, they'll tell you that's a great locker room man.
Because I mean, Jalen Hurts, I think he take too much criticism for a quarterback because if he's not a good leader or he's not in the top 5 as a quarterback. It may have been the 2 Super Bowls.
And what did I say in the beginning of the year? What did I say I had Jalen Hurts rated? I had him number 2 behind Patrick Mahomes.
You had him up there?
I had him number 2 behind Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, but
I'm not looking at his play. I'm looking at his leadership. That don't mean he's a bad player because he's not a leader. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right, I got you. Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the Panthers. The Panthers, they got a big grace with Tampa Bay losing. But it's all going to come down to head-to-head competition, and they got to beat Seattle. Now, that's a tall order to fill. They got to win at least 3 of the next 5 games,
Who's that, Carolina?
Yes.
Carolina?
Carolina. They got a choice. If they go head-to-head and go ahead and beat them, then they'll be in there, but they got to play Seattle too, and they play Tampa Bay twice.
Can they beat Seattle, though? Can they beat Seattle, you think, Larry?
I don't think they can beat Seattle.
Seattle tough,
I don't think that's going to happen.
Tough defense.
Anthony, what's your thing on that? This is your team.
I like my chances better against Tampa than I do Seattle. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You can make the argument Seattle may have the best defense in the NFC at this point. The one thing that I do like about them, to me, the one thing that sets them and sort of the Bears apart is that they can run the ball. They've got two good running backs, with Dowell and now Chuba Hubbard's now healthy. You don't necessarily have to put everything on Young, but to his credit, when he's had to step it up this year, he has. And I'm glad they didn't give up on him, because a lot of people were ready to give up on him after that second season, but now he has a real grasp of the offense, and they may arguably have the most underrated wide receiver in the game with their first round pick, McMillan. He's been even better than advertised. I really feel defensively they struggle. That's I have more of a problem with their defense. I don't know if they have a championship defense. And come playoff time, you've got to have a solid defense. They're more of a bend but not break sort of thing. But you can't with the way that they play is they will try to outscore teams, but you can't do that in the playoffs. You've got to have a solid defense.
I got your question, Anthony. Wasn't your team, the Panthers, the one that beat the Rams a couple weeks ago?
They beat the Rams. They literally just they jumped on. That was their best game all season because both sides of the line were tremendous. Especially
so most people on this panel is picking the Rams to come out of the NFC, which I heard the last couple of weeks.
Oh, sure.
So if they can beat the Rams, then why can't they beat Seattle?
I just think Seattle's defense is a little bit tougher. But see,
and Seattle could beat the Rams then, right? Seattle could beat the Rams then.
They caught, I think the thing with the Rams, I'm not trying to discount the win. It was a great win. It's like I said, it's their best win all season. But it plays into what you were talking about earlier. Any given Sunday, Thursday, Friday, or whatever, anybody can beat anybody right now. Remember they were able to beat Dallas early on, but see, then they got beat badly by New Orleans. So they're sort of the poster boy for what kind of season this has been this year. They've had some wins. They've had some games where they should have won, and they had some games that they probably should have lost. But again, right now it's as far as I'm concerned, it's a 4-game season. You gotta at the very least split them games with Tampa. I mean, if they can sweep them, then they can win the division.
All right, go ahead, Larry.
Okay, go ahead, Kendall.
Well, Anthony brought up a good point, and it's just like any given Sunday. I mean, Bryce Young, he was the number 1 overall pick over C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud came out the box smoking, Rookie of the Year. Same thing happened with Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. Nowadays, you can't call who's going to do what, when it comes to the NFL. It just seems like this is that one year. I don't know if I've ever had a year in my entire life where I can sit back and say there is really no dominant team in the NFL. So now it's sort of like whoever's going to play the best that day. It's interesting because Pastor T called it. He was worried about his Rams going up against Carolina. He saw something. He said that he's just hoping that Carolina wasn't going to be that missed game. And then Anthony just pointed it out. They played their best game. It just seems like anybody playing their best game of the season is going to beat anybody in NFL. So, yeah, I'd be concerned with Seattle. Like I say, I can't call it this year. I had Philadelphia, Kansas City, Buffalo. I had Detroit. None of these guys are like top teams.
Right,
and if you notice one more thing, none of them favorite quarterbacks that we usually get for MVP, none of them in the race.
They're not in the race. That's right.
That's right.
But I'm gonna say that Bishop would say Sam Donald gonna fold. So I'm speaking for Bishop. He swears Sam gonna fold and they're not gonna do it. So let's see.
Go ahead, brother Larry. Do your thing, man.
Okay, the Chargers and the Chiefs.
Ooh.
Everybody said the Chiefs are out. The offense is not playing that well. The defense don't have that killer instinct no more. I agree. They lost five out the last 4 games. I mean, 4 out the last 5. But any given Sunday, Kansas City can go on a run, just like anybody else. I think they're gonna
It's like
make a
Jesse
point.
Jackson. It's like
They're
Jesse
gonna make
Jackson.
a point of beating the Chargers. They're gonna make a
Larry,
point.
you sound like Jesse Jackson. Keep hope alive. Well,
They make a point
invite
of
Jesse
beating
on the
them.
show. Invite Jesse on the show. Let him say keep. Let him say keep hope
Hey,
alive. Because come on, Larry, come on, it's over with. Go ahead.
it's
Dog.
not over. It's not over until it's over.
You're gonna make a run
And
now, right?
you got to understand that.
Yeah, 15
Just like
games to make a run. Now they're gonna make a run now.
Anthony stood by the Panthers all year, I'm going down with the ship. I'm not jumping the ship. If we drown together. But Kansas City is gonna beat. They're gonna beat the Chargers on Sunday. Not any given Sunday. On Sunday.
Larry,
Go ahead, Don.
Don't put that pressure on yourself again, Larry. Just leave it
No,
alone. Don't make no
got it
predictions.
right here.
Just leave it alone, Larry.
Got it right here.
Yeah.
Hey, Larry.
Don't make no more predictions, Larry.
Hey, Larry, they got new flotation devices at Amazon.
But listen, I'm going to tell you guys that every time I want to go against Pat Mahomes, I get scared. So
Me too.
I actually went with the Chiefs for this weekend. I keep thinking that he's still got one more rabbit. I don't think they're going to go on a run and really win everything. I don't believe that at all. But I think they might win this Sunday. So I'm going to give them that break. I still think Pat Mahomes because Pat Mahomes, of everybody on that team, he still want to win.
Yeah.
He's coming out to play. It's the rest of those guys that not holding on their point. But Pat Mahomes, you can see it in his face. He want to win. So I'm going to stick with Pat Mahomes on this one.
They've been killing me, but I don't bet against them. I don't bet against them.
Who you got, Kendall? Talk to me.
Well, like I said, Don, I'm not gonna go against Pat Mahomes. I mean, I can't call it. I mean, this is that one year where, first of all, I want to be a bandwagon jumper, and as I'm sitting around, I don't even know what bandwagon to jump on right now. I don't know where to go with this. And then, like I say, I'm listening to you guys talk, and I'm like, yep. Who we got this year? Who does anybody have this year? I want someone to tell me that at the beginning of the year, they knew New England was going to be the top team with the best record in the AFC.
Right.
No way.
You know what I mean?
way.
So, and Seattle with Sam Darnold, after what happened in Minnesota, was going to be a top team.
No way.
Where is this all coming from? We can't even call it, man. I think this is just one of those years in which you got to sit back and enjoy, let the chips fall as they may, and say any given Sunday.
Right.
You know what else too? Everybody said that by the big boys, Patrick Mahomes and Jackson and them being out, that Josh Allen should have a run this year. But I'm looking at might be Josh Allen and the Rams in there. Two old heads, man. It's a great possibility.
Yes, it is. I'll
I
go along with that.
But not according to Larry. Larry says that KC gonna make a run.
Yeah, they're gonna run to the first seat. They're gonna play musical chairs.
KC is dropping them
get
off
the seat first.
They going down to Cali. They're going down to Cali and they ain't playing.
See, you guys cracking me up. You guys said that it's hard to bet against Pat Mahomes. Okay,
it is.
That part I understand. That reminds me of when Muhammad Ali fought against Larry Holmes. All right, it's hard to go against Ali, but Larry Holmes, we knew he was going to win the fight. Basically, he was a better fighter. So let's look at reality. Patrick Mahomes has overthrown the guys. I mean, his offensive line is not that great. Okay, he's struggling. He's not having the MVP year that he had 2 or 3 years ago. He's struggling. He's still Pat Mahomes, but he's a Pat Mahomes that probably put out about 4 years.
He's down to earth. He's down to earth.
No, he put out about
he like
4
yellow
years
people.
in 2 years because he has so much pressure on him at a young age, like Mike Tyson. And I just think now he just at the middle of the pack like everybody else. You know, so I mean, I can't put him up there like you guys want to. I can't bet against him.
Hey, he played two extra years going to Super Bowl every year.
He's losing
You know
in
what I'm
front of
saying?
you guys' eyes.
You know how many extra games he played?
Huh?
By going to Super Bowl every year.
That's true. We go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, I take a lot out of you. Like the
extra
Browns,
games.
like
You didn't mention that in the beginning of the year.
Two extra seasons. But I'm not giving up on
Well,
Mahomes.
Larry,
I would never.
he talking about extra games from last season. He ain't said that in the beginning of the year. Oh, I don't think they can make it because they played 2 more extra playoff
Nobody
games.
said he couldn't make it. Nobody said he couldn't make it. I'm just pointing out
That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying you making
facts.
excuses. You making
He's still
excuses
in it.
just in case they don't.
Nobody want to count Pat Mahomes out. Nobody.
No, we said that already.
Larry, I'm not saying
Jerry
that.
counted him out. Jerry counted him out.
No, I'm not counting him out. I'm just saying he's struggling now. Look at him.
I know he is.
He's struggling big time.
I agree totally. I'm only giving him this Sunday. Like I said, I don't think he's gonna go that far. He don't know run.
If he rocked the Chargers, I wanna. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll be the first
Drop
to
him
come.
down.
Who they got after the Chargers, Larry? Who they got?
Then they got the Broncos. And they dropped the Broncos.
Oh, okay. See.
Drop it down.
All right.
Who you got after that?
That's when I'm gonna have to jump back off the bandwagon.
Give them props. Give them props. You know.
Let him beat the Chargers first, right? And then we'll go.
Yes, sir.
Well, Larry, you got everybody. I like Pat Mahomes. I don't want y'all to think I like Pat Mahomes, but sometimes when we put these guys on these pedestals, man, like they can't be beat, man. I mean, come on.
Hey, but
no one's talking about Bo Nix.
We got Super Bowl that
Bo
much.
Nix time, Kendall. I can play it back. Oh, Bo Nix, he's inconsistent, and he's just. I heard all the stories. I can play it back.
Listen, I said that.
He still is inconsistent.
I'll stand by that with Bo Nix. I'll stand by that.
He still is inconsistent.
Jerry,
He's not going nowhere in the playoffs.
Hey, Jerry. Hey, Jerry, what I tell him?
You pick Pat Mahomes though, and he's barely making the playoffs.
Hey, gentlemen, just in case you didn't know this, Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson have Super Bowl rings. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. This could be one of those years where you get maybe a couple of Cinderellas. I mean, take a look at what Houston's done in the last couple of weeks. They beat Buffalo at home. They went into Kansas City and beat Kansas City. They're healthy now. Now again, offensively, they're whatever, but defensively, they're again, you can make an argument of them being one of the best defensive teams in the AFC. Now, I'm not saying they're going to go to the Super Bowl, but if we're talking about a team that quote unquote nobody wants to play,
right,
be that.
But Anthony, since the AFC is wide open, besides the Patriots, can they make it to the Super Bowl to Houston?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because it's only one game. It ain't like the best of 7. It's only one game you got to play. So if they can win that game.
The only thing is, I think if they're going to make a run, they got to win the division. I don't think they could do it as a wild card. That would mean they would have to win 3 road games to get to the Super Bowl, and that's that only happens a few times.
Chiefs did it, right? The Chiefs did it.
Yeah,
they beat
Buffalo.
They beat the
That's the Chiefs. That's Pat. That's Pat Mahomes. That's homie.
See, Bruce, that's why I get out there. Look at how you talking again. That's Pat.
That's Pat Mahomes.
All right, so Houston couldn't do it, but Pat could do it. Okay,
that's a different animal.
And Josh Allen has some incentive. Now, I don't know if you guys know that he's dating this actress by the name of Haley Steinfeld. She's been in a lot of the movies. Divergent. She's a big time Divergent. She's a big time actress.
That's the comedian daughter. That's the comedian daughter.
And she is, Jerry Stein. Yeah, and guess what? She's pregnant. So that would be a big story right there. I mean, that'll take on. I think the NFL will probably try to capitalize on that to make up for that Taylor Swift being missing. That would be a good story for the NFL, bringing more of the women back to the game. The Swifties are not going to be there.
I don't think so. They've been together about 4 or 5 years, and she ain't that popular.
I know.
We got a
Well, her
commercial.
daddy is, Bruce. Her daddy.
Yeah, but they you see they haven't mentioned her name. They've been her and Josh Allen been together about 4 or 5 years. You ain't heard her name yet.
No, I only knew about it when Kendall mentioned it. I didn't even know they were together.
Yeah, I didn't know either. Kendall brought it up. I got a commercial.
She ain't no Swift.
I got a commercial we're going to run.
Right.
Then we'll come back. we'll come back to that. All right. Let me find the
That's
commercial.
next Saturday, huh?
Season's greetings from Big Don Productions and Kingdom Media International proudly presents the Jerry Green's Gospel Showcase and Christmas Toy Drive 2025, Saturday, December 20th at the Music Back Then Performing Theater, 221 Bull Hill Lane, West Haven, Connecticut. Performing that evening will be Jamila Douglas, Blessings, Calvin Cooper, Dre the Voice, Lisa Bellamy, Rock Tabernacle Male Chorus, comedian Dr. Irma Something Else. Featured guest group will be the legendary Tyrese Hall and the Golden Stars. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and show starts at 6 p.m. sharp. That's at Saturday, December 20th, the Music Back Then Performing Theater, 221 Bull Hill Lane, West Haven, Connecticut. Also, other sponsors include WJRG, Gospel Inspirations, 94.3, WYBC, Action First Broadcast, Rock Tabernacle Ministries. Tickets are $20. And for more information, call 203-875-0520. That's 203-875-0520. Or for tickets, Cash App at $84 Plymouth. That's Cash App at $84 Plymouth for the Jerry Green's Gospel Showcase and Toy Drive 2025.
Amen. All right. Looking forward. All right, let me get out of there. Get out of there. All right. What you guys got? Larry, you got some more you want to talk about on football? What?
Yeah.
Right.
I just want to get the tally. How many people are going with New England this Sunday?
Against the Bills?
Yeah.
I'm going with Buffalo, man.
Anybody going with the Patriots?
I'm going with Buffalo.
I got the
I was
Patriots.
going with Buffalo, but I changed it.
I'm going to go with the Patriots myself.
I'm going with the Patriots.
Right?
Why?
They played in New England, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why you going with the Patriots?
Well, I think they're a
got a
solid
better
team.
team.
The Patriots are actually winning games with a quarterback that's never even thrown over 300 yards. Drake May has never thrown over 300 yards. That should concern people. That means they're pretty balanced on all aspects of the ball. That means they're like that team that is winning, doing everything. You're not noticing that they're probably strong in a lot of different areas. It's not like a quarterback has to win the game. So, I mean, to have that record and never going over 300 yards, I think the last player that did something like that was like someone like Ken Stabler or something like that back in the
They
day.
play against the Jets.
Doesn't matter. They all in the NFL.
Division.
Okay, they're going to the Super Bowl then, right? They come out of AFC.
Listen, like I said,
Yes or
right
no?
now, if you ask me today, they're the best team in the AFC. We'll see, because Buffalo to me is the second best team.
Are they
So
going to the
that
Super
can
Bowl,
switch.
Yes or no? Yes or no, Kendall? Are they going to the Super Bowl?
The New England Patriots.
Yeah.
I'll say it today. I'll say yes today.
Okay. All right. That's all I want to know. All right. Go ahead. Who else got a comment on that? Bruce, you had the Patriots. You said too, right? Against Buffalo.
Yeah, I like the Patriots.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I like what Kendall said when he said that how many yards they passed for. I mean that show, like you said, that show good balance, man.
Yeah.
That show great balance. You know what I mean? When you don't have to depend on one or the other, running or passing. That's great balance. But I like New England, man. I like their coach, and I like the chemistry that they got within the whole team. You know what I mean?
What about you, Anthony? You got the Patriots, right?
I think the Patriots win Sunday. I to piggyback off of what Kendall said. The difference with this Patriots team, and again, it's kind of not fair to compare them to the Belichick ones yet, but the fact that they're a cold weather team and they can run the ball, and they don't have, and May, as great as May has played, they don't have to. May doesn't necessarily have to have a great game for them to win. I think the fact that they've got that balance on run, this is just me. I think when you get cold weather teams this time of the year that can run the ball, like when the Giants made their run a few years back when they had Bradshaw and a few other run-ins, to me that's a great premium to have. That's why I was saying I think if the Eagles are going to get back into it, they're going to have to run the ball, not so much pass the ball. But the Patriots, because of that balance, and again, they can ram it down your throat. And we've seen that with other than the Pittsburgh game, we've seen that with Buffalo the last 2-3 games. Even Cincinnati as bad as their running game. When Cincinnati was able to run the ball down their throat this past week, it just came back. They couldn't finish it off though.
Andy, I'm gonna stop you for a second. I'm gonna bring some up. I remember the year the Patriots was 19-0 and they lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl. Right, the Giants stopped that undefeated season. That Saturday night game against the Giants, when they played them, the Patriots won the game, but it was a close game. And I seen something in the Giants that if they meet again, the Giants have a chance they could beat this team. Now, my question: if the Patriots beat the Bills twice this season, and if they beat in the playoffs, the Patriots could beat them 3 straight, you think, or Buffalo going to get one in there?
Unless Buffalo can stop the run, I'm going to say I think the Patriots can beat them 3 times. And the thing is also if the Patriots beat Buffalo again, that's 2 wins that they already have, and Buffalo may not even be there for them in the next round. Buffalo may go out in the first round.
Well, the Patriots might go on the first round too. You never know. Any given.
Well, no, they're going to have a bye.
They get a bye.
Oh, well, it might have been the first round. But anyway, what I'm saying, so you bet that Josh Allen will lose 3 games in a row to the Patriots. Then that's what you're telling me.
If they meet, put it this way, if they meet them a 3rd time, I think they can beat them a 3rd time.
Listen, I want to get mines in there. We didn't even think about the Patriots last year for being there, and at the beginning of this season, we still didn't see the Patriots there. So, and we all saying that this is Josh Allen year. Sure, he had a rough year this year, but I believe down the stretch, they starting to put it together now. They still I hear what you're saying, and I hear what you're saying all the way. But Josh Allen needs this. If he don't get it this year, it's down the hill for the Bills. So I'm going to give them that. I'm going to give them that break and say they're going to win. They're going to beat the Patriots.
If the referees got to help, they're going to win. They go in the Super Bowl.
New England don't care nothing about that, what y'all talking about.
Well, the referees
got to help, they go in the Super Bowl.
Josh need this. You think New England care about Josh needing this?
New England got nothing to lose, and that's the way they playing. That's the way they play. Like they got nothing to lose. They weren't even supposed to be here.
Listen, when you playing with, don't you know you play better when you playing for nothing to lose? When you playing with nothing to lose, ain't no pressure on you.
Right.
You usually a better team.
But that's why they're gonna get beat, because they ain't even supposed to be there.
That's right. If they get beat, it's gonna be normal. If they're
11-2, what do you mean they ain't gonna be there?
Like I said, last year we wasn't even talking about them.
This ain't last year.
This year we didn't talk about them.
Hey, what was Kansas City last year? What was Kansas City last year?
In the Super Bowl.
You tell me they ain't supposed to be at the bottom of the list this year?
What was Minnesota record last year?
They're not supposed to be.
What was Minnesota Vikings?
Where they at?
Kendall, what was Minnesota Vikings record last year?
That's right. They were like, what, 14-3 or something like that, weren't they?
Right. Exactly.
They got knocked out the first round, right? First game.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right. So Bruce, the record don't mean nothing. Okay.
It do mean something.
No,
Kendall don't mean nothing.
What was the record again, Kendall?
I know.
The record don't mean nothing.
What was the record again, Kendall?
14-3.
And what happened to Kendall in the playoffs?
They got knocked out. Yeah.
They got smacked.
Okay.
Listen,
all right, Bruce.
They were like 15-1. They were like
said that.
14-1 at a time. They lost their last 2, and it was bad. You know.
Well,
I remember when Cowboys used to be 4-2 and get knocked out in the first round.
I used to be 5-5. Now I'm 6-4.
Oh man!
All I know is, Bruce, I punched the recording on this so I can play it back for you on Tuesday.
Better believe it. And listen. Y'all remember what you said when you all said a record don't mean nothing.
I ain't saying the record don't mean nothing. It means a lot. I'm just saying.
Some of the record season.
Buffalo needs this.
Hey,
Buffalo
didn't Dak
needs
get couple
this.
of 14-2 seasons?
What?
Didn't Dak go 14-2 a couple times?
How many times in the last 5 years did Dallas have the best record in the league?
A couple times.
Don't get quiet now.
And get knocked out. And get knocked out.
They never had the best record in the league. New England got the best record in the league.
But they got the second.
Right along with Denver, 11-2.
Bruce, I'm not saying that the record don't mean nothing.
What you say then?
No, listen to me. Listen, it's a great record, but that don't mean nothing when you get in the playoffs. The record ain't gonna help you.
Listen, everybody know you
Everybody
got to
don't know,
win.
you don't know it. Because you don't want to talk about the record. The record means a lot. It don't mean nothing in the playoffs. You
can't have it.
You can't have it. 11-2, and we're gonna win automatically because I'm 11-2.
I didn't say you're gonna win automatic. Right. You can't have it both ways. You didn't say the record didn't mean nothing. Now you're saying the record means something. Then you say the record don't mean nothing.
In the regular season, it means something.
Listen, everybody know when you get in the playoffs, you gotta win. Everybody know that. But don't tell me the record don't mean nothing. If you got the best record in the league, you avoid the first game. It's a lot that best record means.
Okay,
and you're home.
So hold on, Bruce. Detroit had a good record last year too, right?
A lot of them had a good. Did they have the best record?
They played Green Bay. I think the first game.
Did Detroit have the best record in the league?
They had a better record. They had a good record. They had the best record.
A lot. Everybody made the playoffs had a good record.
No. Some people had better records though.
Listen, everybody. Every year somebody got a better record.
Okay.
Every year. All you want to do is make the playoffs.
Okay. All right.
But if you can avoid that first game, that's what you want to do. You want to be home.
The Lions did last year. They avoided the first game, got knocked out the second one. They avoided the first one, and they got knocked out when they came in. Right or wrong?
Who had the better record, Detroit or the Rams? Who had the better record, Detroit or the Rams?
First of all, am I right or wrong? Did Detroit have a bye last year, and they avoided the first game? Yes or no?
I don't know. Listen, there's a lot of teams that had byes and lost the first game.
A lot of teams. Kendall, did Detroit have a bye last year in the first?
Yes, they did.
And then what happened next?
It got waxed.
What happened the next?
Yeah.
What happened?
So you saying New England? So you saying New England gonna lose because Detroit lost?
I didn't say anything. I asked.
What you saying then?
He's just saying records mean nothing.
Well, you know,
mean something.
And I'm saying Detroit had one.
Let me ask you this: Would you rather have New England record or Dallas record?
It'll make a difference in the playoffs because you still got to win the game.
That's right. If Dallas make it, bam, they in.
Listen, who record would you rather have?
Okay, I rather have the Patriots record. Okay.
All right, there. Y'all hush that fuss.
But listen, I'd rather for them not to have a bye in the first round and get knocked out in game 2.
Listen,
all right.
Are you saying
the first game in the second round?
So are you saying that everybody that had the best record get knocked out in the first round? What you saying?
No, I'm not saying that. No.
What you saying then? You can't pick one team. You can't pick one team because Detroit got knocked out.
We got other teams on top of that too.
No, but what you said, you said Detroit had a good record and they got knocked out.
But they did.
Detroit is only one team.
Oh, so
you can't say that about everybody that had the best record.
So that was the only team that ever had the best record or good record.
You cherry picking.
I'm asking you now. I'm asking you that you cherry pick then.
I'm saying that only thing I'm saying is it's good to have the best record so you can get that bye week. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you guaranteed to win. Nobody's saying you guaranteed to win because you got the best record. Nobody said that.
All right, go ahead, Larry. Anything else? 7:04, man. I don't
Green Bay and Denver Broncos.
Ooh,
that's gonna be an awesome game. I think Love is gonna go ahead and take that. And you're gonna see the holes in the Denver defense. I think Green Bay's running game is good enough, and they got the receivers to take them out.
Ooh.
I think Denver's offense is going to show that they don't have enough firepower for the playoffs. Talk to me.
You guys are football men, so go ahead. Whoever.
Okay, Donald, go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna agree with you on that. I actually pick Green Bay to win this too against Denver. Because Kevin Love, Green Bay is starting to get it together at the right time. You know, they struggled too this year. But now Love is starting to pick his game up. They starting to even throw little hints out there that, you know, if they keep going, that he'll be one of the contentions for MVP and all that stuff. So I like the way Green Bay chances are right now. And then, again, we talk about Bo Nix. Let's see what Bo Nix show up. You know?
Hey, you know what's funny? I don't understand when people say quarterback not consistent and they 11-2. I don't get it.
Because they're gonna need to be consistent in the playoff, Bruce.
Oh, well, the playoffs will take care of itself. We talking about right now. They 11-2.
I ain't saying they ain't 11-2, and I ain't say he wasn't consistent.
No, but I'm saying people were saying that he's not consistent. They've been saying that the last 2 weeks.
People still saying it too, Bruce. I mean,
They still saying it. The guy 11-2. How inconsistent can he be?
I agree with you. That's I said a long time ago. He beat Pat Mahomes too.
You getting 10 points, 13 points. I mean, that's no offense.
You don't care about if you win 1-0. You don't care as long as you win.
How many points did Pat get the other week, Larry? Last week, how many points did Pat get?
Last week, I see the end of it.
Huh?
10 points.
10 points.
One thing, Jerry, one thing we know for sure: if they can't score but 10 points, the other team definitely didn't score 11.
Right. So if Pat only got 10 points and both Knicks get 10 points, they're even Steven. You can't pick out one quarterback and they only score 10 points. And your quarterback
That's one game. One game.
I don't care how many games it was. He only scored 10 points, Bruce. I mean,
what's their record? What's Kansas City record?
And what's Denver record? Right.
No, but I'm saying.
Right.
He said that Denver only scoring 10 points. They 11-2.
What about the past 5 years?
Pat Mahomes scoring 10 points, and they won 4-8.
We talking about 3 Super Bowls.
Hey,
we talking about 3 rings.
But Larry, I don't want to jump out. I don't get on the KC. I'm going with Denver this week. Green Bay is playing great, but I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think they're going to get to Love. They're going to get to him. I just think it's going to be like a Bronco game. Broncos not a high-scoring team, Larry, and they ain't got to score high.
They're going to get the Knicks. They're going to get the Knicks going to try to run.
I don't care if it's like
the season might be over.
I don't care if it's baseball and I win 1-0. I won the game. Okay, if I won 2-0 or 2-1, I won the game.
Tell them again.
Yeah, I don't need no 10-5. If I won 2-1 or 2-0, I won the game. Denver they don't have to score a lot of points to win, Larry, because their defense is going to keep you down. So I think it'll be a low-scoring game. It might be a game something like 13-10 in favor of Denver. That won't surprise me. 13-10 Denver. That won't surprise me.
And listen, they're 11-2. Evidently, the other teams haven't been outscoring them. They're 11-2.
Tell me one person believes Denver going to the Super Bowl. One person.
Tell me one person that believes Kansas City going.
Here we go again, Larry. Here we go again. We don't know because it's wide open as far as I'm concerned.
How many people think Kansas City going? I bet more people think Denver going than Kansas City.
Why you got to keep bringing them up?
Because you keep bringing up Denver.
Nobody bringing Dallas up.
Listen. Oh, man.
And Dallas pretty bad.
We didn't get Kendall and Ansel a chance to
Yeah,
say.
we're not talking sports anymore, man. We're not talking sports anymore.
Go ahead, Dallas headquarters?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Hello.
I actually like Green Bay Sunday.
Okay.
Because they're only strictly because they're home. And I think basically since the Thanksgiving Day game, they've been very, very good offensively. So I like that. I think they can win a low scoring game, especially at home.
Okay. Well, somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose. We know that. Remember that song? Somebody gotta win, somebody gotta lose. So we know somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose.
Yeah,
give Kendall a shot. What do you think, Kendall?
I think this is the premier game. I think along with the Buffalo, New England, I think this Green Bay game against Denver is the premier game. I think that if anyone's going to knock off that Denver winning streak, I think Green Bay has the potential of doing it, especially home.
All right. No, you got Cowboys and the Vikings. That should be a pretty good.
You
think so? No,
I don't think either one of them in the playoffs. So it is.
Vikings ain't got no quarterback, and Dallas ain't got no defense.
Well, Bishop is not here to defend his team, so him and Bruce they can't go at it tonight.
Right.
It don't matter who win that game. Dallas probably win it, but it don't
matter. It doesn't matter. If Dallas in the playoffs, Larry. They got just as good a chance as KC, right?
Don't tell him that he might believe it.
They do. I give you that.
We got a good shot. Come on now. All right, you guys. It's about 17. Any other topic, John? You want to say something about basketball or something before we go?
No, I'm good.
Well, Wembanyama's coming back. You think he has what it takes in order to knock off
No.
OKC tomorrow?
No. Oh no.
Hey Kendall, let me tell you something, man.
Yes.
Have you seen how good San Antonio has been playing without Wemby since Fox?
9-3 without him. That's what I'm trying to say. They're getting down, man. Yeah.
Can you imagine how they're gonna play with Fox and Wemby?
I know. I that's what I asked her. I said, I don't know. We got a situation here. Once
Listen.
they all gel, San Antonio, OKC look like the two best teams in the NBA to me.
Yeah, but check this out. Castle was out, Wemby was out. They had another big man was out, and they kept on winning.
Yeah.
And that was all because Fox came back.
Yeah.
Now everybody is back.
But I'm worried about Wemby. He seemed to have been out a couple of times this year.
Well, it's a calf strain, you know. What they did with his situation is that they did not want to have that Kevin Durant, Tyrese Halliburton situation happen. Kevin Durant and Tyrese Halliburton started off with calf strains. By not putting any emphasis on the calf, you have a tendency to burst your Achilles. So you know what they did with him? They said, you know, we're going to keep you out for a little bit longer. Kevin Durant, remember when Kevin Durant played for Golden State? He was nursing a calf strain. Boom, Achilles went. Tyrese Halliburton, same thing, calf strain, Achilles went. So they're just taking their time with this dude. They're like, hey, listen, you only missed 12 games. You still got 70 games. You got to play 65 games in order to be in the All-Pro, whatever. So he's still on track. He's got like 5 more games.
And that was the same calf that he had the blood clot in last year. So they're being so they're looking at this long term. They want him to be ready come May and June when the playoff time comes, and it makes sense. Now it stinks if you bought tickets to go see him play and they had to spit him out, but you got to look at the big picture as opposed to just trying to win the game now.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I think he one of them guys, man, that like Don said earlier, he always gonna be something.
Because blood clots are serious.
Yeah, they're serious.
Yeah, absolutely.
His body ain't gonna hold up, man. I can see that.
Well, it's the one good thing that may come out is he's the scary thing about Wemby is he's still a baby, and his body is still maturing.
Yeah.
If he is I guess maybe taking between doing weights and maybe taking him to some extra meals at Fat Burger, the local Fat Burger in San Antonio. Let him let his body mature, because that's I mean, in many ways, this is like that whole roster. They got we got to remember how young they are. Young roster.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But I think he does one of them guys, man, that that's another thing. He's young and his body is not holding up already, and he's young.
Yeah.
So it don't usually get better, it usually get worse. He gonna be like one of them Zion guys that they got big time talent, but their body just can't hold up with that NBA, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for you guys before we sign off now. OKC Thunder, what, they're 24-1, something like that? The records like that. Same record Golden State had at the same time. Both of them were 24-1. When is Larry, when is OKC going to start getting their respect, man? Because Golden State, we already was putting them up there, I mean, they was up there with the Chicago Bulls and teams like that, the Celtics and the Lakers, when Golden State was making a little run, even though this is their second year, really the third year, because even the year they got knocked off, they had the best record in the NBA. Okay, the best record. Even though
they need to win this year. They need to win this year for sure.
But they won last year.
Yeah, but they need to string a couple together.
But they win it this year, they're gonna get their due.
Right.
They're gonna get their due. If they win it this year, they're gonna be one of them hot teams.
But do you think it's because it's a small market? You think it's because OKC is not like a franchise or a market like the Celtics, Boston, or New York?
I just think they got to win at least two. They only won one.
Yeah. If they win,
at least give them another championship before you start putting them up there with Golden State and the Bulls and all that.
Right.
Yes, because the way they won, because of injuries last year,
And also we're comparing them to teams that have won multiple titles. They've only got the one. If they win another one, me personally, I think they get enough. I think they do get the respect that they do. And it's look on a national level. They're going to talk about the Knicks and the Lakers and the whatever, just because they're not, they're national teams. When OKC if and when OKC gets that second title, then you can start to, talk about them historically. But you gotta, you don't want to get too premature only because it's just the one title. Those other teams you're comparing them to won multiple titles. Once they get that multiple title, then you can start talking about that. But like I said, I agree with you, Jerry. I think they're clearly the class of the league. I don't think this.
But Anthony, I always got to start something. Even though the San Antonio Spurs never won back-to-back, I'm talking about with Tim Duncan, they got 5 titles. Tim Duncan got 5 titles, and he don't get the respect like a Kobe Bryant or a Michael Jordan.
No drama. No drama.
Yeah, I agree with you. So OKC bring enough drama to get that attention. You got to bring drama, huh?
Yeah, but see, Jay, just because the media isn't talking about them, I see. To me, with something like that, you listen to the peers, you listen to what the players are talking about. I use this example. The media doesn't like Barry Bonds all these years, even after whatever. But what were his contemporaries saying? Other than his teammate Jeff Kent, everybody gave Bonds his due. And I think if you ask any player, but if you ask
the drama though, he brought the
I
drama.
know, but see, who would you rather have respect from? The guys who know who play the games, or the ones who write about it?
The ones who write about it, though, I hear what you're saying, but the ones who write about it go all around the world. That's what really counts. That's how.
But these guys play against each other.
Right now, KC is so hot. Everybody's talking about them. If they win this championship, trust me, they're gonna bust out that bubble and just blow up all the way.
Yeah.
Because they do bring the drama. They bring plenty of it. And everybody.
Okay, well, we'll see.
But I think some teams give up when they get 20-point leads and stuff because they just blow people out of the gym. They just, they
got a heck of a team, man. They got a starting team on the bench.
Yeah,
and they bring in the drama.
Like I'm saying, for example, even like the San Antonio Spurs, when they was in their heyday with Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and the boys, they wasn't coming on Christmas Day at 5:00. Okay, even though there was
no drama.
Oh, right. But that's my point.
Yeah, but Jerry, if they win it this year, you'll see them on Christmas next year.
Oh yeah,
I thought New York was gonna win it.
Huh?
No, we saying if.
I thought New York was gonna win it.
We talk about how they get their respect. Anybody can win it. But we talking about how OKC can get their respect. If they win it this year, they'll be on Christmas next year.
Bruce, Larry tried to start something. He said,
I know what he's doing.
But I'm telling you, OKC is bringing the drama. Everybody's talking about them.
Yeah,
everybody. And the media, I understand what you're saying, but the media carry way more weight than the players do.
Oh, sure. It's even like with the Knicks. Everybody wants them to go get Giannis, but I'm like, do they really need to get Giannis at this point in time right now?
I'm with you, Al.
Yeah, they
think
do.
So.
They need Giannis. Come on.
No, they don't need Giannis.
Turn down Giannis and let somebody else get him.
They need to pray. They need to pray for somebody coming back down.
If you got to mortgage the team to get Giannis,
right?
I'm not down with that.
I'm with you, Al.
All right.
I'm with you on that, Al.
You guys can forget about a championship then too.
Yo, with Milwaukee,
they wasn't thinking about one.
What if Giannis goes to another hot team? If he go anywhere else, he gonna beat the Knicks.
Yeah, but look how much they got to give up.
What if Boston pick him up?
All right, guys.
No, you got to look at what you got to give up to get them. That's what you got to look at.
Nobody but what's his name, Brunson anyway. Besides Brunson, I give him the rest of the team.
Come on, man. What do you mean? Come on now.
They ain't got nobody but Brunson.
Who's Brunson?
You got your big two right there with Giannis and Brunson. You get a third guy and you got a big three.
Look, Anunoby playing great ball.
So what you gonna do? You gonna keep Hart too? You like Hart too?
Hart can go. But I'm saying Anunoby is playing good ball.
He's playing good ball, but not great ball.
But Giannis ain't playing great either. What Milwaukee winning with Giannis?
All right. Let
him go and kiss your championship goodbye.
You guys,
but
This
Milwaukee,
championship, they ain't got no championship.
yeah.
The one that Bruce thought they had anyway.
oh my
And somebody say a prayer for
They
me.
ain't got no championship.
Oh man. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna close out in prayer tonight, man. We had a great show. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself, man. I mean, you guys are hilarious, and I love your brothers, man. When we come to sports, Father God, we just thank you for another sports talk on this Friday night, Lord. We thank our listeners and our viewers that's watching us tonight, Father God, on the WJRG KMI channel, Lord. Thank you for Big John Production, the producer of the show, and everyone that's part of the panel tonight, Lord. The brother Bruce, Larry, Anthony, brother Kendall, myself, and Big Don, and also my brother Henry, Bishop, and also who am I missing? Bishop Henry
Pastor Walt.
and Pastor Walt. Yes, bless all of us, Lord, as we continue, Lord, especially going to the next year, Lord, because we're looking forward to this thing growing, Father, and anyone that wants to call in, make sure, Lord, that they can call in as well. It's not about us. It's about us having fun. But we give you all the glory tonight. Continue to bless us and bless everyone, Father God, that just view the show, Lord, and expand our territory. We give you all the glory in Jesus' name. Amen and amen. All right, you guys.
Amen.
Keep brother Ernie and the missus safe on their journey over there.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I
Amen.
pray